exhausted, immediately pick up yourself, sit, close your eyes and observe the breath. In 10 minutes, you get back your energy and again you become like Hanuman, start flying. Get back your energy. You tell me, what is this Hanuman principle? You know what is Hanuman principle? Becoming Pavanaputra, becoming Breath-Putra, becoming Swasaputra. In Ramayana, Valmiki has given the formula of meditation. He said, Pavanaputra. You become, start flying. You know. And Hanuman can get the whole mountain of health, Sanjeevani Parvata. A little meditation will give you a mountain of health. That is the meaning, symbolic meaning of that story. Understand? You are dwelling into the story, missing the main essence of the story, which is saying, hey, guy, you become a meditator. You become the offspring of your own meditation, offspring of your own breath. Pavanaputra, Swasaputra, Breath-Putra. So, my dear, whenever you feel exhausted, immediately sit and close your eyes and observe your breath. In 5 minutes, 10 minutes, the whole battery will recharge. Again, you can start working for 24 hours.
Namaste. A very warm welcome to all of you, dear friends and masters. On behalf of Buddhasya Quantum Foundation, I, Namita Singh, again warmly welcome you to the program Yogam. Today is our day 8th. We are in the second week of this program, and we will learn that how we gain health, radiant health, when we meditate. I had joined this 40-day program 5 years back. My journey had started with this 40-day program. So that's why this program holds a special significance in my life. If I have to express myself in the simplest way, I have to talk about meditation, I would just say, when your thoughts get better, your health gets better, and there is no better way than to meditate. I was suffering from insomnia and was on medication for last 5 years. And in the 4th week itself, on 25th or 26th day, I realized I no longer needed to take my medicine for my sleep disorder. Since then, I have not taken a single medication. And my migraine was also cured with the practice of meditation in 3 years' time. Gradually, the frequency of taking medication was getting reduced from once or twice in a week to once in a month, then subsequently to once in 3 months. And then all of a sudden I realized it has been over a year. I had not taken a single pill. So certainly, meditation teaches us to cure what should not be endured, and meditation teaches us to endure what cannot be cured. With this, I just request Chandra sir to take over. Over to you, sir.
Happy morning, dear friends and masters. Great afternoon, evening. You sit in meditation for 20 minutes. Unless you're a busy executive, then you sit for 1 hour. You sit in meditation for 20 minutes. Unless you're a busy executive, then you sit for 1 hour. A Zen proverb. When we find ourselves too busy, we're stressing ourselves more. And so you need more meditation. That's what a Zen master told a student who is in a hurry. How long will it take to get enlightened? 10 years. No, I'm in a hurry. I need to know it faster. It'll take 20 years then. Meditation, welcome dear friends for our second week of the program, meditation is moving the body into coherent states. That means all well-being of the body and mind is given. It's not fun to constantly check out from our workplace, citing, I'm not feeling well today, my migraines are there, my BP is shooting up, my backache has recurred, whatever. And especially if you're a mid-level manager or leader or coordinator or leading a team, it gets even tougher. A lot of times I remember my days when you are leading, usually then it becomes even tougher to call off sick and then disappear. My backaches used to stop me at times, but now I used to like that. If you want to lead the teams, you want to be healthy and fit. No one likes. And poor health is, of course, is defocusing us. Our decision making is poor. You know this. Medical fraternity now talks about the core reason for most of the illnesses is stress. And meditation is one of the most easiest ways to get rid of stress. Physical health, mental health, emotional health. Three things are there. And these three constitute the core aspect of health. When it's not there, we do not have focus. So when health is not there, focus is not there. When focus is not there, a manifestation is not there. Manifestation requires focused intention and coherence. Means be accepting the situations and then be able to focus on what we want. And foundation for both is having great physical, mental, emotional health. Otherwise, we're not coherent because we're constantly resisting what is coming in our way. But however, meditation is there to rescue. It's fascinating to know now through science, through research, evidence-based research, that how much impact meditation has in gaining these three aspects: physical health, mental health, and emotional health. This week, we will look into the incredible benefits of meditation in these areas. We also understand if there are subtle changes that we need to make in terms of, for example, our food styles, our thinking style, our sleeping habits. Because what meditation is doing to all of them, and then what can we do while we practice meditation to alter those things so that we reap maximum benefits. So we call this Health Week, Health Quotient. We cover PQ, Physical Quotient, IQ, Intelligence Quotient, EQ, Emotional Quotient. When we say meditation is holistic, meditation is helping in all areas, and these three are three big areas for individuals. So let's go into the meditation. And then today we understand the big part of what meditation is causing when You hear stress, and then people recommend now meditation and say how meditation helps to reduce stress and eventually eliminate stress. It took me about 40 days back in 2002 to get through it. I was stressful, was constantly having many backaches regularly. You know it, you're carrying that sustained worries and fears and all of that, mostly around workplace in my case, in deliveries and deadlines and taking on more, struggling to get through it, but you still get through. And all of it takes a toll on your health. But then 40 days later, a lot changed. That insomnia that Namita is talking about is fundamentally rooted in stress. And then meditation is most simplest way to get rid of insomnia, most simple way. When stress is there, our immunity is going down. The immune cells are not getting adequately produced because the glands that are responsible for immunity are not functioning well. And so then immunity goes down, so most of the body illnesses start. And so when the stress is removed, anything that's around immunity all actually get healed. So we'll understand some of the evidence and science-based aspects of how meditation really helping reduce the stress, increase your body energy, how it develops sound mind, great mental health, and then how increasing our abilities to do more, to learn more, to create more mental abilities. And then how, of course, it is bringing greater amount of emotional regulation into our life. Many day-to-day events. When you're driving, somebody cuts across your lane and then comes so close and then goes there, boom, that we lose our control. Many issues will become insignificant when people make comments on us, on our work, with nothing to do with us. They make a comment on our work, we take it so personally, it moves us into a severe stressful situation. Then many of these are because lack of emotional control, and the lack of emotional control puts us again pressure. And meditation is bringing so much of regulation into our emotions. So understand these aspects in this week. Let's go to the meditation, dear friends. We're practicing breath mindfulness meditation, the simple meditation that we're practicing. We've done for a week now in this 40-day program. Today is day 8, second week. In the first week, we understood the nuances of meditation, the details of the process of meditation, breath meditation, heart elevation process, what happens in meditation experiences, a little bit of neuroscience of what's taking place in the brain when you meditate, right meditation, and so on. And so this week, building upon that foundation, we go through meditation, doing various applications. This week is health week. It's all physical quotient, intelligence quotient. Actually, emotional quotient I'm going to cover in the week 4. And so this is, here on, it's all applications of meditation in detail. How it applies to various aspects of our life, and then how it's helping us to benefit from it, right, friends? And so the technique of meditation that we're practicing is breath mindfulness meditation. The goal of the meditation, and welcome to anybody who's joined new, they're always joining our programs. And the beauty is that the meditation is so simple that people can join on any day and then start their meditation journey in this program. So please continue to welcome and inform your friends to come and join. And so the technique is called breath meditation, breath mindfulness meditation, observing the natural breath with the eyes closed. As seen in the picture, sitting on the floor or on the chair, crossing your feet at ankle, closing your eyes, fingers into fingers, hands comfortably rested in your lap. Observe your natural breath. So the posture is to sit down on the floor in a chair, cross your feet at ankle if you are in the chair, on the floor cross-legged. No special postures necessary to sit down for a few minutes like this is easy. Be very comfortable in the body posture. That's important so that your mind can go empty. Close your eyes, remove the spectacles, fingers into fingers, hands in your lap. 3 things. And then you observe your natural breath with your attention rested on the nose, preferably at the middle of the eyebrows or the start of your nose there. With your attention there, observe your normal, natural breath. When you observe the breath slowly, mind is becoming empty. You are going into emptier states of the mind, experiencing great calmness, sensations, movement, many things. Observe all of it, whatever that happens to you when you are going into emptier states of the mind. They're called meditative experiences. At any given time you have thought, you bring your attention back to the breath and again observe the breath. And again go into empty states and again witness whatever happens in that posture of, in that states of emptiness. We do this process. We continue to do this, dear friends, and spend maximum time in this meditation, in doing breath meditation. Before we do that, we practice a short process called heart elevation, which is to elevate ourselves into higher emotional states, which are conducive for meditation, for breath meditation. So the heart elevation process is for a few minutes, and then we're going to breath meditation. Relax yourself, dear friends. Relax your body. Let's go into the practice of meditation. With your eyes closed, specs removed, scan your body from head to toe. Relax. Dear friends, dear masters, with your specs removed, eyes closed, keep your hands on your chest area. And with your attention on your sacred heart, can you feel your loving heart center? Feel your beautiful heart. Connect with it with a relaxing breath, with your hands over your chest area. attention on your heart. Feel it, dear friends. Your heart, the center of all knowingness, the seat of all emotions, nurturing your life with its energies of love, compassion, gratitude. With a slow, relaxing breath, feel your heart center, love it into your life. This center, with its higher vibrations of love, compassion, gratitude, kindness, is helping your life thrive, expanding your life. Notice it. Can you bring up an experience from your past or from the vision of your future where you felt enormous love, joy, gratitude, kindness? Relive a moment of your past or from the future of higher emotion, of love, of joy, and feel that energy. The more you experience these energies of love, of joy, the more coherent you become. The more body and mind become coherent, the more you become one with that energy, one with everything and everyone. Allow yourself to direct that energy to all things and everyone on this planet, to help them heal with emotions of love, joy, gratitude. Where you place your attention, there you place your energy. All thought and emotion is energy. Feel it, dear friends. Relive that moment, experience that energy. And slowly, let's go into breath-mindfulness meditation. With your fingers into fingers, hands comfortably rested in your lap. Observe your normal, natural in-breath and the out-breath. We are in this powerful group meditation. Observe your normal, natural in-breath and the out-breath, and allow yourself to slowly experience calmness, emptiness, as your mind is becoming empty. Allow yourself to experience that greater emptiness. Inside of you, all around you. as your mind is becoming empty and yourself go into that calmness, become aware of the emptiness, that calmness, as you merge into your breath. That's energy all emptiness is energy. This is the quantum field of energy. The field of limitless possibilities. The longer you stay connected to this field of emptiness, the more you become of it, the more you receive from it. If you find yourself distracted in thought, go back to observing your breath and allow yourself to slowly go into that calmness, emptiness of no body, of no thing. Yourself to merge into the emptiness of yourself. Everybody and everything are connected in this field of energy. This is your divine self, the field of oneness, the wholeness. Friends, let's express gratitude. It's truly an honor and privilege to be experiencing this life at this time of history. Many are not so blessed. Can you express gratitude to your parents, your teachers, your mentors, your family, friends, colleagues, relatives, everyone? Be grateful to the grand nature, the bird, the fish, and the animals. To everything you use, the technology, the system, the company, the government. Your gratitude to yourself and to this intelligent universe. Gratitude is the ultimate state of receivership. Recollect your experiences from the session. How did you feel? What did you see? Whenever you're ready, you can keep your hands on your eyes for 5 seconds and then open your eyes. Okay, dear friends, hope you enjoy the session. Who has joined new? We are doing about 40 minutes of meditation here every day. It's a good long time to settle down into a quieter mind, to reap the benefits of the quietness working through our neurological system, working through our body, sufficiently keeping our parasympathetic systems active, but most importantly, sufficiently tuning into this infinite field of intelligence, quantum energy field, which brings synchronicities and messages leading towards what we call effortless life, miraculous life. So in the beginning, it might appear a little difficult. You may have a different notion of meditation. That's 5 minutes, 10 minutes. While every 5 minute, 10 minute practice serves a great deal, we believe practicing for longer significantly shifts our personality, brings the ability to change a mindset by looking into our subconscious programs. I encourage you to go to day one and day two program recordings and understand some of these aspects while you continue here from today. And the important aspect today, the topic is stress and how meditation is eliminating stress. 90% of the illnesses of the body are due to stresses. And can meditation help to reduce stress? And the answer is big yes, and we know this. Meditation, in one of the books that we recommended called The Art and Science of Meditation, if you read that, you'll notice 1,000 benefits in it through meditation. That book lists physical benefits, mental benefits, social benefits, financial benefits, emotional benefits, spiritual benefits. So many categories, areas is categorized and says, you name it, it is solved by meditation. So let's understand the big part of everyone's mind, and then here in our programs, I notice in studies, more than 70% come here and talk about some kind of a health challenge. More than 70%. They're saying there is something is not right in my body. Fair enough, because the stress is so prevalent everywhere. And so it's only then it makes sense to understand how meditation, this simple meditation, what it appears like we do nothing, just sitting idle, observing our breath. And some of the most powerful techniques of the nature are very natural. They're easy, they're simple. It's only the mind that complicated everything. And so you have to have a complex procedure to get rid of something or to gain something. But most of the time it is simplifying to let go and just calming ourselves and then let the body do the rest. And so the physical quotient of physical vitality, understand a little bit and how meditation is helping. Everything is energy communication. While we are physical matter, we are a field of energy first and from energy to matter next. Quantum physics, that we are an energy being. We are full of energy. We are all energy. We matter very little. What is energy? The energy communication. Our thought is energy. Our feelings are energy. Emotions, that emotions or feelings are energy. Thought is energy. And so when you speak, when you think, when you experience a feeling in your body, then there is an energy produced, electromagnetic energy that is out there, defined as the energy of the individual, which is spreading, which is communicating to everything around, including your own body cells. Masaru Emoto, the water experiments man from Japan, when he took water and then he measured the water crystals in terms of how they do, and when he labeled a bottle, thank you, and then put the water into a microscopic measurements, and he found, as seen in the picture, a beautiful pattern. He labeled another water bottle with, you make me sick, and this is what he finds. Something totally disoriented, non-coherent patterns. Love and appreciation finds again a beautiful jewelry-shaped pattern. Water molecules before prayer and after prayer. When there's no prayer, or rather we're using nice words, love and kindness words to the water, then organize themselves into beautiful crystals. But if we just pick up some water, maybe some gutter water, and often it is stressed and it is appearing something like these water molecules before prayer. So he did these experiments, and then many people subsequently have done these experiments. So what you notice is the signal that you send to water. Thank you, wisdom, truth, eternal. I love you, peace. These are all, you are an angel. And so suddenly they produce something very, very beautiful. On the contrary, you say, you are evil, you are a fool, you make me sick. Then they change the pattern to something non-coherent. So the understanding is clear that our thoughts, our feelings are communicating to the environment, and then they all impact them, alter them. In a simple level at home, if mom is not happy, you know that children immediately perceive it. Or a family member is not happy, others are able to perceive it. While they may appear normal, but if the deep inside they're not happy and you're at the dining table or in the sofa when you're sitting down, you know something is not right. You sense it, the energy, and so then you ask neighbor, hey, what's right? Is everything okay? You ask the question because you sense that energy. Energy is something not right. Because that is mirrored with the vibration they carry. They're carrying good feeling, good emotion, good thinking, uh, or low feeling, lower emotion, and poorer thinking, and negative thinking. What is that they're going through? So, dear friends, the same concept applies to your body, where what are feeling, the energy field around us is influencing the cells to work well or not, work together or not, work properly or not. Health, energy, and performance are three fundamental aspects for manifestation. None of us can afford to fall sick and stay away from work for multiple weeks, 1 week, 2 weeks. Does it impact your work regularly if you're staying out of work regularly because of ill health? You're saying, today I'm not feeling well, I'm working from home, I can't come for next 2 days. And then a lot of times it's very painful to go to work, dragging ourselves to work because you have to go. Either the system does not support, you have serious deadlines, the team is waiting for you, so you have to move to work when you're not ready. Do you like that situations? Is there a way where I'm healthy all the time? All Buddha CEOs are living a great healthy life, not necessarily going after medication, but through an increased thought and feeling energy, they're able to be there beautifully healthy. The last I took of medication was in the year 2002. Now today, 2025, 22 years later, I'm happy, I'm joyful. I do not have to think and worry of medical system. And so I'm free, and where I travel, it doesn't matter. And as always, your body heals as the biggest pharmaceutical machine, and it's generating all chemicals to heal itself if we allow it to heal, if we allow it to function properly. Energy, and especially if you are in this service industry, you're a doctor, you are, serving the utilities companies like, government services and utilities like electricity and, police system, any of them, where you're constantly, service industry utilities, where you're constantly expected to work. There's no time, there's no morning, evening, when you're called and you've got to go. But the situations are there. Of course, you can create a new reality, but then to live with what is there, and then we need energy. By 3 o'clock, feeling drained of energy, and so most often trying to tell people, okay, guys, you carry on with the meeting, I will see you tomorrow. And so then we check out of the meetings, many people after 4 o'clock, dragging. Energy is not there. Is there an alternative? Can I be energetic from morning to night? Performance is the third thing. Health, energy, and performance. Being able to do things, being able to first go there to do is health, to do is energy, and to do really good, satisfying to yourself is performance. Not having time, overwhelmed with time, and so that leads to decelerated performance, reduced performance. And all of it, dear friends, one single answer is meditation. I would like to know this time, those of you who are there listening to this, how many of you improved on all these three parameters and how long it took for you to start seeing and noticing these improvements? Your physical health, did you improve your health condition? Please write in the chat and open the chat and say, yes, I improved my health. And if you improved your energy, where you feel active and energetic, even at the night when you're about to sleep, you still are active and energetic, only you decide to sleep, you sleep. Please write, the whole day you're energetic. And then how many of you felt you have become a lot more productive now? Wasteful habits die, energy is there, clarity is there, decision making is faster. You don't dilly-dally, your thoughts are, solutions are coming, so you're making a lot more decisions faster, good performance. When you feel that way. Your quality of work is improving because you developed a great mindful awareness of the work that you're doing. And so, dear friends, all of this is not there when you have intense amount of stress. Stress is the number one reason for illnesses, number one reason for dropping in performance, dropping in body energy. Stress is sustained, unwanted thought that is in line, not in line with what you wish to experience. Illness is there, you don't want illness. You saw death, you don't want death, and so you're worried about it. You saw business loss, you don't want it, you're worried about it. You saw your deadlines not happening, you're worried about it. You saw child not performing, you're not worried about it. Thank you for writing and speaking about many things out there in terms of how you're feeling with respect to meditation practice regularly on health, energy, and performance. Wonderful. So there are many, many reasons for which we are having this sustained negative thought, putting so much pressure on our body. It's just that we don't know. For example, 3 months ago, 6 months ago, we had a master coming in, and then the husband vacated the body, and it happens constantly. Husband, parent, child, somebody vacates the body. Now we go on grieving about that person not being there, constantly in grief, not knowing, and constantly grieve without knowing that the grief is causing our body to significantly suffer and then significantly lose our body health, and so then subsequently our life. Somebody loses, money in business 5 years ago. Now they carry that and say how people cheated me, how this has really ruined my life, and how everything I ever had in all my life savings are gone, and I'm stuck in this life because somebody something, or my poor decision, or my irrational decision, and so then keep on ruminating over the past, and so they now don't know that thinking, that constant, sustained negative thinking, it's a stressor on the body. It puts a lot of stress, and then body is performing very, very suboptimally, and then eventually leading to collapsing. Stress, the skin wrinkles, then the skin ages out very quickly. You know why? It's because of stress. Why some people look radiantly glowing skin and then 80, 90 years, and just look at, oh, you're 80 years? I can't believe it. Whereas some at 45 and 50, already a lot of wrinkles have come everywhere, particularly shows up in the face. It's because the stressful thinking is impairing your body's skin functioning. The elastin and collagen, those proteins are getting impaired to be produced because certain stressful chemicals are there in the body, are hampering the true functioning of it. Stressful, stressful thinking, negative thinking. Now, what happens when you are thinking? Now, there are two aspects to this, and then there are physical stress, there is chemical stress, there is mental stress, and so on. There are so many stresses are there. Physical danger is when you are facing a physical danger, like in a flood situation. There is heavy rains, and so there is some water slowly it's creeping. I mean, it's creepy, but slowly coming up around your house. You know that roads are blocked. Drains, it happens a lot, right, in the modern cities. And so then slowly water level is rising on the road, and then of course eventually it's got to come into your home. So there is that stress, physical stress. You're walking in a park and suddenly there is a dog that is coming at you. Stress. You go into your nature walk and then suddenly you see like an animal, standing in front of you on the pathway. Oh my God, that you freeze. That is stress, physical stress. Physical stress, luckily, you all just disappear pretty quickly. The dog chasing, the owner truck takes care of it in a few minutes. You are done, and it disappears. Normally, it's for a short time. It is there. And in case the dog is really attacking you, of course, you're going to do something with it, and it get resolved maybe in the next 5 minutes, 10 minutes, or whatever that is. Somebody is going to overpower the other. It is over. That's physical stress. When you have an imminent danger coming in, our mind perceives it and the threat is coming, and then suddenly it sends signals and then asking the body to do something. And that is called this fight or flight mode response. Now, whether the stress is physical, whether stress is mental through mind, that means through rumination of the past, or grief of the past, or worries of the future, everything is putting the same stressful situation to the body, and the body calls it the fight and flight mode. Fight, flight, and freeze mode. Fight and fight mode. When this happens, and then the chemical stress. Chemical stress is where you're eating junk food, a lot of chemicals, pesticides go in, and so they're all there, and then the body struggles to digest them. This puts a lot of stress on the body. And then there are many other things that can be there. The mental stress is a combination of your personality, your social, your financial, your situational in terms of where you are, and all of it is combined is the mental stress, which is not physical in nature, but it is purely taken based on experience that we are having. And it comes because we have poor understanding of life. Otherwise, 3 weeks later, 1 month later, falling short of deadline. And so then, why should I constantly keep worrying about what may happen in 3 or 4 weeks later in a review meeting that I'm going to have with that client? Why should you keep thinking and worrying about it and then, getting sleepless about it? Because we do not have awareness. We don't have an understanding that what is it doing to our body when I keep worrying like that for 4 weeks. And then knowing that I may not be able to do anything and knowing that I have a different response to think positive about it, that everything will be all right. And then let me continue here and having a different response. And so a lack of understanding, only thing we know is that worry about it, that definitely things are not going to go right and definitely it's going to come onto my job, it's going to hit my performance, this and that, and sure create that because we don't know our thoughts create our reality. So when there is physical stress or when there is any stress, a body is responding with a fight or flight mode. Body does not distinguish between a physical danger and then a mental danger. A mental danger is saying that, oh my God, in the next 4 weeks it's going to be so bad when that meeting review is happening that it's going to be so worse for me in my job and this and that. And so then I might lose my job or something may happen and it's going to be very situationally bad because people will think that Chandra is not able to do and deliver and then what a failure he is. And so then that also puts a lot of stress on me. And so all of these are also danger for the body. The mind does not distinguish between a physical danger and a danger that you're creating, cooking it up in the mind. And so then that sends the same signal and then activating a fight or flight mode, telling the body that, look, you're getting into problems, so take care of yourself. The beauty is that body has this wonderful mechanism of protecting itself when there is danger. It has a beautiful mechanism to protect itself when there is real danger. But since it does not distinguish real danger with a false danger, it is trying to protect. It's trying to work in this fight or flight mode, even under stress situations, mental stress situations, which are merely in the mind, nowhere else. What is this fight or flight mode? The fight or flight mode is doing a few things. It is essentially dumping a lot of chemicals in the body, activating the sympathetic nervous system to make us very alert and active. You see, when there is a physical danger, a dog chasing at you, can you afford to sleep? Can you afford to doze off? Can you afford to walk slowly? You got to do something, right? There is that thing that is coming at you, and so you got to either fight it or run away. At least two things you do. You fight it, that means you need a lot of energy. Or you run away, you still need energy. Energy in the legs and hands because you got to just run. Or you fight and you got to have a lot of strength in hands and legs. One of the two you need to do. So immediately what body is doing is to produce energy. Your heart is beating faster. And so that energy is there, more blood is circulated, pumped in to systems where it's required, which is invariably to legs and hands. Your adrenaline is dumped into the body, a lot of adrenaline energy, cortisol is dumped. Because making you alert and active. And rightfully so. Body requires to be alert and active when there is imminent danger coming because you got to protect. I was fascinated to look at this body's intelligence to take care of itself when there is a danger, physical danger coming in. That physical danger becomes a mentally induced danger, and so that's where the real danger comes to the human's health. Now, when physical danger like this is there, usually it is for a short period of time. Okay, flood water coming in, yes, I can understand. Maybe it'll recede in 6 hours. If the rain is for 1 hour, then 1 hour I'm watchful. Maybe another 2 hours, water is still going up and watchful. So for 3 hours, I'm under that stress. But the later it recedes. Dog chasing 5 minutes under stress recedes. But during the stressful, when the fight or flight mode is like emergency mode. What is an emergency mode? Suppose you are working in your office and then suddenly fire alarm rings. Now what is it called? They call it emergency mode. Emergency exits are written everywhere. It's emergency mode. What are you supposed to do? Drop whatever you're doing and then run, isn't it? You are on a call. You are in a busy review meeting. You think when the fire alarm rings, are you be allowed to just continue to do your meeting as usual, or you stop everything right there? You drop stuff. You drop your phone call. You drop your client call, and you say, "Look, what there is a fire alarm here. Let me go safely find myself." And you drop everything and you go to a safe place, and you are there. Same thing happens. Body, when it is in danger, it is in emergency mode, it has to drop what it is doing. So it drops. What does it drop? It drops the digestive system. It says, right now, my digestion is not necessary because, of course, it's not necessary. Who cares whether your body is able to digest or not when you are facing a danger out there? You got to first protect yourself. Immunity system, right there, the thymus gland area that is producing your T cells, the killer cells to, kill any intruders into your stream. Immunity system, who cares if immunity is not built at that point? It's okay, right? It doesn't matter. I got to protect myself. Immunity system shuts down. Your thyroid gland is saying, okay, hormonal balances are required and everything to function. Who cares when you're stressful? Drop it. That's not working. Sexual glands are the least of the concern right now when physical danger is there. Least of the concern, so that drops functioning. And then your brain is also where, a lot of cognitive thinking, learning, and this and that passionate thinking, all that is not necessary, drop it. So everything drops difference in an emergency mode. Body, just like what we do in emergency mode, we drop, and then body also drops everything. And then only thing it's doing is to support you with energy in your legs and hands, and then dilated pupils so that your vision is really focused, right? And so all of these are happening, and so then you are able to protect yourself in a danger. Fair enough, is good. Your body at this point, in medical terms, is called out of balance temporarily because it's not doing what it's supposed to do. Instead, it is only focused on protecting itself. That cortisol chemical is a fundamental reason for why people cannot sleep because it is rightfully so in a physical danger does not let you sleep. Makes you very alert. Thousands of chemicals apparently when stress is there is dumped into the body. 1200 chemicals to be precise, according to Joe Dispenza in his book You Are the Placebo, that get dumped into the body during a stressful response. Do you want all the chemicals, unwanted chemicals out there? Now what happens? When the stress is gone, now the body withdraws from this mode. And so then all the chemicals get withdrawn from the bloodstream and the body gets back to normal. Your parasympathetic, which is the relaxation system, gets back into actively there. In a stressful state, you're only working through sympathetic. The parasympathetic is not coming into operation. That's what relaxes the body. It's like, your vehicle has to be serviced. You're constantly working on the vehicle. Your car is driven. No servicing. What happens? It's going to conk off at some point pretty soon. If you're not servicing your vehicle regularly, of course it's going to conk off. That's what is called working in a sympathetic mode. And then not activating parasympathetic, giving the time. And I go back to HRV, heart rate variability, talking briefly. That is sympathetic and parasympathetic is like, like an alarm bell. You go left side, you go right side. The right way is for it to switch between these two moment to moment. Then your body works great. Now here, in a physical danger, a few minutes is good. But when there a modern mental danger is there, where you are holding on the body into the same fight or flight mode, stress mode for months and months and months. You are in a mood. When if somebody is like a family member, a friend, you go in there and say, "No, I'm in a mood, so don't disturb me. Just nothing is right for me." Your mood is developed for months, and for months you're struggling and suffering with the same thing, and so you're putting the body into the same fight or flight mode, dear friends. That means your body is working in the very suboptimal mode. is not working at all well. Nothing is working. Your immunity is not working. Your digestion is not working. Your drive towards sexual drive is not there. Reproduction is not there. And so how does conceiving happen? And many people don't conceive because stress is there. When they come into meditation, there are various reasons why they don't do, but stress is there. There's some of the past memories are there. They're fearful about, they're fearful. One is immediate stress here from conscious mind, but there are past memories, fearful of situations, traumatic things they've faced and noticed, and so they make a memory impression inside and say, I'm not going to get conceived because I just cannot take it. And so then, of course, of the past, there are so many things are there. They all need to dissolve. One, to be able to go back and then have children. When we see it, many people come to meditation, then start conceiving. It happens. A lot of it is stress, a lot of it to memories of the past. Talking about stress, modern life activities are also inducing the fight or flight mode too often and for too long. If you have a boss through whom you cannot support, you cannot really go and get along, there you have a lot of stress. If you have a business that's not performing well, there you have a lot of stress. Constant stress is there to the extent business is not performing well. If you have a family situation, relationship situation not going right, of course you are in total stress, you know this, because you're not, but stop worrying about that whole situation again and again and again. And so that means, dear friends, we are putting our body in the emergency mode for that long. Let it be for months, let it be for years. No wonder there is a stat that the President of America, when they go into the office, because these jobs are highly demanding jobs, and they go into the office and they've seen that the person ages 5 years more because they have so much stress and constant think. How nice it would be for all the people in the high offices to take meditation, because then it automatically brings their age back, youthfulness back. And so here, modern life activities are also keeping us in the body in the sustained emergency mode. And so then meditation is the way to remove that emergency mode. How does it do? What is meditation doing? Meditation is reducing the thought, right? It is making us mind empty and quieter. A neuroscience principle that says that you lose it, use it or lose it, use it or lose it. So if you use your brain circuits, it means if you recollect past memory, then it becomes stronger and stays. If you don't recollect past memory, slowly, that circuit degenerates and the memory goes. And when we meditate every day, and when we build awareness every day, and then when we are reducing a thought, and so as the thought is going down, many unwanted thought is going, as meditation is improved, increased regularly, and many past memories dissolve. And so then you're not recollecting past things that are unwanted stuff, those train accidents, those road accidents, those fights you had with your spouses, your family members. Many of them you don't recollect unnecessarily. They're not triggered because you see something going on in others' families. And so meditation is helping us to disengage from the past, builds great amount of situational awareness or awareness in the moment about what I'm thinking, which is giving us to choose a different response. And so the meditation is helping us to be in the present, not in living in the past or worry of the future. And as a result, your mind is in a calmer present moment state. And so there's no danger that is constantly projecting into the amygdala. Amygdala is the emotional center to release chemicals. And so, dear friends, the meditation, because it reduces thought and increases awareness, is essentially activating and then getting the parasympathetic, which is the relaxation response system of the body, to work back again, to bring calmness and rest. And another talk, we'll talk about this feel-good hormones, which is about mental health. Meditation increases significantly of these feel-good hormones, which are necessary for body or mind to feel calmer and then be there joyfully there. A great mind is, of course, a great health. It's Mind to Matter. One of the recommended books called Mind to Matter by Dawson Church must be read. You Are the Placebo, Biology of Belief. 3 science books are there that are recommended in there. All three books, any of them, please take and then read. The book clubs that are starting today are going to be reading one of the books. I think so. I don't know. We'll see. And then it develops compassion, reduce mental rumination, dear friends. So meditation essentially is improved because stress is reduced, body health is improved. You know, that chemical that is there in the body because you are mentally worrying and anxious and of the future and all of it over and over and over. You're keeping it all in the body for long and longer. But what happens in meditation? The moment you start sitting down on meditation, in a week, you're suddenly coming lower in the thought. So suddenly you start reducing the stress. And the first thing that's happening for people is that the cortisol is withdrawn. Cortisol is produced when there is too much of stress. And the cortisol is withdrawn, not produced. And so in due course, in a week to 7 to 8, 9 days, people start sleeping better. Is there anyone here who has joined this program first time? We are about 8th day now. You find your sleep patterns changing. Anybody here who find the sleep patterns getting better? Right? Please write in the chat. That is sleeping better. Are you having a deeper sleep? Or you're able to sleep quickly. Any of those patterns are improving for you. Is there anybody out there? So, dear friends, so you start improving your sleep, and then slowly, slowly, you start improving your emotional intelligence, and you feel that your health is improving. In our programs, and then I'm sure we will notice it again at the end of 3 weeks when you do the assessment. In our programs, people have told consistently that 3 weeks later, when you ask them and they say they already have healed or healing, 70% of them are saying that. They're healing. They know that there's something is healing in the body, or they've already healed some minor conditions. And usually, in a year after practice, many are saying many of the illnesses have disappeared. Chronic illnesses have disappeared, many of them. Under 2 years, we have seen people say even IBS conditions are going away. Autoimmune conditions are going away for some of them under 2 years after regular practice of meditation, right? So there is a lot to meditation and physical health, dear friends. And then due to some of these fundamental aspects that we talked about, there are thoughts, are unwanted thoughts, thoughts that are not coherent with the way you would like to experience life, is putting a lot of stress on the body. The mantra is to see that we always are there, full of thought and feeling that is in line with what you want to experience. Bad and good are relative. I'm talking and using the words which are in line with what you wish to experience. That's all it is. Going to Himalayas expedition can stress a lot of people if they're not in line with why they're doing, if they don't understand it. But for some, it is like, adventure, beautiful. They're arousing feelings and energy. It is how you see it. We increase your understanding of life, and so then automatically you're changing the meaning you're giving to your thought and situation, and so automatically you're making that thought to be more coherent with you, and so it removes the stress. Pretty simple. That's another way of looking at how to reduce stress, increase our understanding of life. So thank you very much for joining. We'll understand more of it as you go along in day 2 onwards and different aspects of health. Yes, Namita Madam, any announcements?
Yes, sir. Today is Monday, and it is the day for the book club sessions, dear friends and masters. And today's track is the Mind to Matter by Dr. Dawson Church. And we have 2 sessions for this book club. Morning session from 8:15 a.m. to 9:15 a.m. IST, and evening time is 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. IST. And just now, we have understood that when we allow our body and mind to rest, the healing comes on its own. Dr. Dawson Church says that positive thoughts provide ourselves with an energy culture in which they thrive. So, dear friends and masters, don't miss this amazing opportunity to learn, to enrich, and to enjoy. Do attend the book club sessions. Thank you.
Thank you, madam. Thank you, dear friends. Have a good one. The book clubs are starting shortly. Enjoy it. Of course, people in India, a lot of them wanted in the evening. People in West wanted in India morning. So that's why it's there 2 times. The same book is read twice. So you only need to attend once in the sessions. Thank you and see you all tomorrow again.
Hello, friends. Hope you had an enriching session and understood about how meditation is helping us to heal ourselves just by having a better understanding, by just redirecting our thoughts to be more positive and knowing that our thoughts create our reality, which we have been hearing since day one from Chandra sir. So please feel free to share your learnings, experience, and by raising your hand, or if any questions you might have. I see in the chat that Muhammad and KCM Nair and Ramakrishna sir all have Hamira all have mentioned that their sleep is getting better. So if you want to add to that and tell to explain how it has helped you, please feel free to raise your hand and share. There is one question by Shivani ma'am. So she's asking about how to stop negative thoughts. Ma'am, if you want to speak, please feel free. It's just by the practice, meditation practice that we are doing. We'll see that meditation allows us to build awareness. So with daily practice, we will slowly see that whenever you are getting any kind of negative thoughts, you will suddenly realize, yeah, this is not what I intend to brood over it, and you will stop there itself, and then you will move. You'll make sure that you acknowledge that thought, and then again you change it, because that is all those negative thoughts are not serving us in any way. So yeah, for me too, it was same thing. I used to I always wanted to be have control of emotions. I used to get angry very easily. I thought that I was so impatient that anything that is not happening as per my thinking would allow me to would again make me so anxious and uh, take me out of control. So but with meditation practice, I thought I realized that when that thought occurred in my mind, I was able to recognize it just a second before, and just before I was about to speak, I would know that, yeah, my emotions are changing at this point of time. And then I knew that I can, so once just that awareness is what is required for us to change. So when I knew that is, that is not what I'm going to change my way of responding to others, I would stop that time, and I know that I have a choice to change it. Sometimes I would feel like, yeah, it's expressing it is also good, but most of the times I felt, no, I have to stop it there. That is what I have learned from this practice. Ma'am, if you want to speak, please feel free to unmute yourself. You would have got a unmute button. So other than that, sir was also talking about how the fountain of youth chemical is released when we practice meditation. So I had a chance to attend a session wherein there was a speaker. He was 92 years old person, and he claimed that just because of his meditation practice, he was able to reverse his aging. He was he was able to live on his own, and no he shared a lot of experiences that how meditation has helped him. Yes, Shivani ma'am, so better to just keep silent and observe our thoughts. Sometimes you feel like yes, you want to no respond just by answering it politely, but sometimes you want to express yourself too. But yeah, that guidance, you will get that just before you are going to respond. So yes, the reaction versus response is what we will for sure gain with practice. So please continue joining every day, and you will for sure see the benefits. Like sir also mentioned, within 3 weeks, when you give the self-assessment, fill the self-assessment form, you will see that from the first time what you have felt, there is a shift. Let's see, there is one more question. What foods, there is one more question from Ravi Shankar sir. He asks, which food should we avoid for better meditation practice, for better meditation experience? Yes, sir. So, sattvic food, like food which is not so like spicy, and which has that natural kind of ingredients, and a plant-based food especially helps us to keep ourselves it actually adds to our meditation practice. And also there are some food which has which actually aggravates our emotions or bring laziness in ourselves, just like garlic or mushroom. So those kind of foods also, we should see that either we use it minimal or just stop using them. Actually, there is going to be a session in this week where Chandra sir will explain that in detail, how our food habits also is affecting us. And also, yes, there will be a session on vegetarianism, why plant-based food or vegetarian food is important environment-wise, or just for let let everyone live, because animals just like us also can experience that pain, grief. So when they are killed, butchered, that emotion retains in them. And then when we eat that kind of food, we also have that kind of emotion, like aggressiveness. And I have seen that change in me too. I was also before coming to meditation, I also used to have non-veg, but when I stopped eating that, I saw that yes, there was I experienced the change. hope that answered your question. But yes, again, there will be a session on that too. So it's like I mentioned, so it's hold on until that time. Is there any specific direction we should sit and meditate? No, sir, there is no restriction. We can sit anywhere. Any place is fine. Just that when we are, I mean, in the beginning, maybe you can dim the lights of the room before you meditate. That helps us to get into the deeper states. But other than that, there is no specific direction that you have to sit. And also you can make sure, I mean, just for beginners again, maybe you can make sure that you sit in a specific place and do meditation. But I mean that even that also helps to get into deeper states, because I mean that the energy around that space also, we keep on recharging, energizing that every day with when we do it at the same place. But yeah, over the time you will see that you will be able to, just like Namita ma'am also mentioned the other day, we'll be able to meditate even in a crowded place too with ease. And just having lighter food also helps, because if our stomach is full, we will be dozing off. So having light food before meditation, or just making sure that you don't have food before meditation helps too. So it's yeah, you can do anywhere, anytime, in any place, whenever you have time. And we have the tracks also available in the app, so you can use that as a aid. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Ramana Prasad, sir. Thank you, Mohammed, sir, for your message. He says, I find sleeping better and better. And before I would wake up with so much stress in my mind, but having experienced meditation, I feel much better. And Rupali ma'am too says, my sleep quality has improved a lot. It helps me to maintain energy throughout the day. And Manu says, definitely productive, and I stopped using rushing into things with practice. And then it says is feeling healthy, energetic, and has seen improvement in performance. No more questions. We'll wind up for today. Thank you all for joining. We'll meet tomorrow, same time. Until then, have a good day. Good evening. Megha is asking about how to get into a deeper meditative state. Now we are practicing heart elevation technique that helps us to get into deeper states. And also you can use pyramid to just before you are meditating, you can wear pyramid cap, or just if you have a pyramid crystal, you can hold it in your hand and do that too helps us to get into deeper states. If you want to speak, please feel free to unmute. Sorry, ma'am. Yeah, you can unmute. I think.
Oh. I just
Yes,
want
ma'am.
to say thank you. Thank you for the.
Thank you. Yeah, like making a, like meditating in the same place, or, and dimming light and all also will help you a lot. And, like you can even, for some people, it also helps to have like a good scent around, and then, come into do meditation. So yeah, you can try that out too.
Thank you. Yeah, we'll try it. I will try that. Thank you.
Yeah, but if you feel like you are getting thoughts and it's I mean that is maybe causing you not to get into deeper meditation states, it's all okay, because thoughts anyways will be there, and we don't have to think about it. That I mean even I used to have that kind of that feeling that, oh, I am getting a lot of thoughts and then I am not able to, I will not, and that 40 minutes will go off so soon, but yeah, I've seen that with, again, practice slowly, even that kind of that kind of attitude that I had, or that kind of it was kind of limiting belief, only you can say. So even that also faded away completely. So right now, even if I in the start of the meditation, even if I get a lot of thoughts, I still am patient, and I still let it be. And I go back to observing my breath. As many times I observe my thoughts. Sometimes I feel like, oh, I get reminded of something and I feel like, no, I have to get up and go and do the work and then resume my meditation. But I know that, yeah, my analytical mind is playing tricks, and I should not be listening to it. So yeah, I calm myself and then make sure that I sit.
Yeah, I think for me, because I have been meditating, I have done meditation before. I don't think it's a thought to do with me, because I'm getting fewer thoughts or no thoughts at all. But I don't think I've been able to get into that deeper meditative state. That was why I was asking, how do I get into a meditative state deeper?
Got it. Yeah, like Chandra sir says, I mean, that is not, I mean, getting into that deeper states is not in our control. In our control is just that we just observe our breath and just make sure that there are no thoughts. And we sometimes it so happens like we are transcending even time, right? So we might not realize too that we have gone into such states, or we might have got into those deeper sleep states too. So we might be hovering between states, we might not realize too. So it's just good as long as you are able to feel that the difference in your wakeful time. That is what matters. So if you are feeling energetic and you are able to see differences between the time that you were not doing and now you started doing, it's just know that yes, meditation is working.
Yeah, I know the difference between when you're not meditating and when I am meditating, because I feel calmer, I feel a lot better after meditating. So yeah, so I know the difference.
Yeah, so true. Yeah, it took me longer time. So I used to get that angriness, that mood change very frequently, even after, I mean, maybe after an year or year and a half too, I used to have that. But then uh, uh, yeah, then later, yeah, slowly realized that yes, I'm getting into that emotional bursting states just because I feel that something is not in my control. So yeah, when maybe I was contemplating, so and then I realized, okay, it's not that I want to I mean it's just okay to go with the flow. If I'm late for some place, it's okay. I mean, I can explain my situation and then do with it. And I mean, no hell is going to break loose just because because of no me being late. So just changing that perception too, yeah, helped me a lot
Mm.
to control my emotions. That was what I was actually, I mean, that was one of the reasons why I started my meditation journey. I had earlier joined a lot of this personality improvement programs, thinking that yes, that would teach me. But then later I realized, no, it has to come from within. No one else, I mean, no coach or no one else can, change that for me. I have to work for myself and bring out that change. Maybe it's
Yeah.
slow, or I mean, maybe even if it's going to take time, I have to have that patience and bear with it.
I agree with you because I think because I had a gap of not meditating, and then now I'm coming back to actually meditating. So, but yeah, I know the difference, and I know when I think of something, I'm like, yeah, it actually did happen because it actually did happen to me. So I know how your thoughts create reality. I know how certain things, when you say certain things, it actually might create attention or energy to it. So in that way, I'm a bit careful in how I talk to myself, how I present myself. So yeah, I have definitely gained confidence with meditation.
Wonderful.
Yeah, so that's why I wanted to come back to meditation because I know how good it was for me. So
Yeah, true. Yeah, so yeah, even same with me too. Even if I was attending this 40-day program, and lot of times, yeah, when I was in the retreat, Chandra sir had corrected me many times that yes, what you are speaking, if you are speaking something that you don't want to, just stop there. You have to have that awareness, yes, that you don't have to speak what you don't want. I mean, you should not speak negatively. Something that you want, you have to speak, you have to change your,
positivity, to bring the
sentences.
positivity
Yeah.
inside you. Yeah, that's true. That is true.
Yeah. Even your words also, you have to change your wordings that way.
Yeah, that's true. But thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you.
Thanks. Thank you all. We'll end the session now.